A Baton Rouge rapper died from fatal gunshot wounds after an early morning shooting. Police investigated a homicide that occurred on September 10, 2017 around 1:30 a.m. in the 1900 block of Dallas Drive. Authorities stated Garrett Burton, known as G Money, and the real G Money, 22, of Baton Rouge was located by officers in the parking lot, suffering from multiple apparent gunshot injuries. Sadly, he died at the scene. G Money was born Garrett Jermaine Burton on June 15, 1995 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Growing up in the gritty streets of Baton Rouge changed the trajectory of G Money's life, and he used his upbringing to make a positive impact. His mother Ava Burton described her son as being loving, respectful, and non-confrontational. G Money was one of 5 siblings. Chris, his oldest brother, left a lasting impression on G Money. Influenced by Chris' rapping skills, G Money wanted to follow in his brother's footsteps. Eventually, he became so important that XXL magazine placed him on the 12 Baton Rouge rappers you should know list. Before becoming a rapper, G Money worked 2 jobs at the age of 16. He worked at Albertsons and Walmart before realizing working a corporate job wasn't his true passion. Rapping was always a passion for the rising star, so he decided to pursue a career in music. He began to take his rap career seriously and started releasing hit singles. The talented rapper notable songs includes Industry, The Recipe, Jack Who, All I Know, and many more. During his rise to stardom, he released the G Code album on February 1, 2017. Ava Burton was in full support of her son's future endeavors. G Money was offered a record deal for $300,000, and she encouraged him to take the offer, but he refused to do so. The reasoning behind the declined deal was because he knew he was worth more, and he bared the responsibility of taking care of his 4 kids, which consisted of 3 daughters and 1 son, ranging from the ages 2 to 5, along with his family. G Money was so adamant about his decision, he waited until he received a bigger offer. Affiliated with TBG Top Boy Gorilla, a collective, and having a lifelong friendship with rapper Fredo Bang, he was soon thrusted into the limelight, while making enemies along the way. NBA Youngboy was a former friend of G Money, but their friendship later soured. Youngboy spoke on his issues with G Money in his song titled, Poor One. The raw and unfiltered song described the betrayal Youngboy felt when G Money had sexual relations with his sister, Teely Galden. The 2 rap rivals sent shots back and forth via social media. In an interview, G Money explained Youngboy was mad because he had sex with his sister. Nonetheless, this sent the duo into a downward spiral. According to police reports, a Baton Rouge rapper was shot to death early Sunday morning on September 10, 2017. Garrett Jermaine Burton was found around 1:30 a.m. in a parking lot in the 1900 block of Dallas Drive. Garrett was pronounced deceased at the scene. At the time of the incident, no suspects or motives were identified. G Money was leaving a recording studio when he was viciously murdered. The crime scene was brutal, displayed with several shell casings, and blood covered the ground from where the victim laid. Piecing together the violent attack, police examined evidence leading up to the deadly shooting. Starting with the public feud involving rap groups, Top Boy Gorilla, TBG, and Never Broke Again, NBA. And with forensic confirmation, police were able to find the suspect responsible for the brazen assault. DeAndre Fields, 26, of New Roads, is accused of killing G Money in a parking lot outside of a music recording studio on September 10, 2017. DeAndre was arrested in June 2019 in the death of G Money. The associate of NBA Youngboy was indicted on January 7, 2021 on a second-degree murder count in the 2017 shooting. DeAndre arrest warrant provided insight into what started the beef between G Money and Youngboy. G Money released a song that contained derogatory lyrics about Youngboy's sister. Youngboy responded with a social media post, and then the dissing escalated from there. Subsequently, G Money was killed the following month. Police interviewed DeAndre on September 13, 2017, 3 days after G Money's death, and he recounted telling his mother to leave their home because he feared retaliation. He said he left Baton Rouge with his mother, son, and went to New Roads after G Money was killed. He also told detectives he drove to Hammond to get gas on the night of September 10, 2017. Detectives later obtained DeAndre's phone records, which showed he was not in Hammond the night of G Money's murder, but was in Baton Rouge. When police asked DeAndre who among his friends would shoot people for the NBA group, he replied, "To be honest, me." He also referred to problems in the streets. Detectives found shell casings about a month later on Jefferson Avenue that matched those collected at the crime scene. Investigators believed DeAndre arranged to release himself of the firearm that killed Garrett Burton by giving it to another group of people who lived on Jefferson Avenue. DeAndre phone records indicated he called members of that group in the after hours of G Money's death. DeAndre faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison if convicted as charged in the homicide. After learning of the indictment of DeAndre, Youngboy's attorney, James Manasseh, said, "As far as I know, there's never been any insinuation that Cantrell had any involvement in this situation. Now his mother, family, and friends are waiting for a trial to begin, and the after effects of the pandemic is putting the trial on hold. Faith and support from G Money's fans is what keeps Ava going. And she's looking forward to getting justice for her son." During his lifetime, G Money made powerful moves in the rap game by linking up with heavy-hitter producers, was admired for his bona fide lyrics, and his capacity to ride any beat. After his transition, 3 albums were released in honor of his memory: the tribute to the real G Money, G Code 2, and G Code 3. May his legacy be everlasting. Rest in peace, Garrett Germain, G Money, Burton. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Fateful Files.